the lecture. I'm not going to wait for anyone. So we have already learned the equation of the Fourier transform, and it's x of k x of a. Please speak with me. X of k equal to summation n equal to 0 to बोलो भाई. It will help you to remember the equation n minus 1 x of n कोई बोलતું જ નથી 2 pi
X of n e
n.
raised to minus j 2 pi kn by n.
This is equation for discrete Fourier transform, whereas equation of inverse discrete Fourier transform is given by x of small n means small x of n equals to 1 over n summation. Instead of n, I need to use k equal to 0 to n minus 1 x
સર
of
સ્ક્રીન શેર નથી કરેલી.
oh okay, can you see the paint?
યસ સર.
Yes,
યસ
sir.
સર.
Yes, sir.
Capital X of k into e raised to plus j, right? J 2 pi kn by n. So now this is discrete version of it, and we have already concluded that the equation can give you the correct peak of the harmonic component present in the signal, discrete signal x of n, if x of n do have the integer multiple frequencies only. Integral or integer multiple of fundamental frequencies. It will also fail if the DC component throughout the period of the signal is not constant, means if it is like decaying DC component. So it will success if the harmonics present are integer multiple of the fundamental frequency as well as constant DC offset if at all present. For any other case, the Fourier transform will not be able to give you the correct frequency components. Like we discussed, if the x of n has decaying or increasing DC component for which x of n is defined, then it will give you the wrong values. Similarly, if fundamental frequency is, let's say, 50 hertz, then it's okay to have 100 hertz component, it's okay to have 150 hertz component present in the signal, it's okay to have 200 hertz component present in the x of n signal, but it's not okay to have 151 hertz or 152 hertz or 153 hertz component or 153.45 hertz component, because 153.45 or 153 or 152 or similar are not integer multiple of the fundamental frequency. We have assumed the fundamental to be 50 hertz, right, for this discussion. So in that case, the Fourier will give you the wrong values of the frequency component. Let's see how actually. So we are going to derive an equation that will tell you or that will prove you these claims. So these are the claims to be proven. What is the claim? If this is the case, then Fourier will success or succeed. And similarly, if this is not followed, if above is not followed, Fourier transform will fail to give the correct frequency component. This is my second claim, claim number 2. Okay, and we are also going to learn, we are also going to prove that the coefficient to be multiplied with the result of x of k to get the exact peak of any frequency component is 2 by n for AC harmonics component and 1 by n for DC component. That we have understood by other theory, but this mathematical derivation is also going to prove the things. Okay, so we are going to prove 2 claims here, and additionally we are going to understand why we need to multiply 2 by n factor with x of 1, x of 2, x of 3, etc. to get the exact peak of second harmonic, third harmonic, fourth harmonic, fifth harmonic, and so on. We will also understand why to multiply capital X of 0 with 1 by n to get the exact peak of the DC component present in the signal. So this derivation is going to be useful to understand several concepts. Okay, is it clear? આપણે શું કરવા જઈ રહ્યા છે ખબર પડે છે બધાને, હા કે ના?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how many participants are there now? There are totally 19 participants. So others are going to miss a very useful discussion. Okay. Let's see. So to prove this, you must be able to tell me several trigonometric terms. Like, can you tell me the answer for cos A into cos B, or sin A into cos B, or sin A into sin B? This sort of things, this sort of trigonometric operations will be required for this derivation. So assuming that all of you are not able to tell me about this multiplications, cos A into cos B, sin A into sin B, or sin A into cos B, let me first teach you these things, how to find out cos A into cos B, sin A into cos B, etc. Okay, please be careful. This is going to be useful for competitive exams also. You will forget cos A into cos B or sin A into sin B. So by the way I am going to teach you, you will be able to derive this also, right? You know that sin A equal to e raised to ja minus e raised to minus ja divided by 2j, and similarly cos B equals to, or any cos of x or similar, cos B equal to e raised to jb plus e raised to, this is plus, right, e raised to minus jb divided by 2 only. Okay, if you can remember these two things, you can derive the other things. Even this exponential identity are also useful if you want to calculate cos gamma, cos h, or cos gamma L, cos hyperbolic gamma L, right? H stands for hyperbolic. So this identity is required in calculation of several numericals related to the transmission line. There is something called reflection and refraction. So your calculator is not able, the 991 MS calculator by Casio is not able to tell you about cos hyperbolic and sine hyperbolic directly if the quantity inside the bracket, the angle quantity is other than a real number, like 3 plus 4j. How to calculate cos hyperbolic of 3 plus 4j, right? So there you need to have knowledge of this identity, and this identity can help you to solve for such things, as well as this is also going to be helpful to you to derive for sin A into sin B or sin A into cos B or the terms similar. So let me show you the way how to derive it. Is it going to useful to you? Say yes or no. કે તમે બધા જાણો છો? બોલો. Hello.
Yes, sir.
सर बता दीजिए.
It is useful.
It is useful. So I should cover this, right? Then don't claim that this is not part of DSP. Now I am extra careful, right? And you know the meaning. So sin A into sin B. Let's derive for the same. Sin A into sin B. So this is equal to e raised to ja minus e raised to minus ja divided by 2j into whole multiplied by e raised to jb, right? Minus e raised to minus jb divided by 2j. Solving this, we have 4j square. 4j square. What is j square? J square is j equal to under root minus 1. So j square equal to 1, right? So in the denominator, I have 4 only. And similarly, if I write down the numerator part, then there will be totally 4 terms. First is e raised to ja into e raised to jb.
Sir,
Huh?
J square equal to -1.
Yes, sorry, j square equal to -1. So this is -4. Yes, you are correct. So e raised to ja into e raised to jb can be written as e raised to ja plus b. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, આટલું તો યાદ હશે, બરાબર? Minus e raised to j a minus b. These two terms, right? 1 and 2. These two terms when multiplied, it can be written as e raised to j a minus b. Is it correct? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what
Yes,
about this? What about this? The third term, e raised to minus ja into e raised to jb. It is e raised to minus j a minus b. Am I correct? E raised to minus j a minus
Yes, sir.
b, because minus minus is plus. This is e raised to jb. So now the remaining term minus minus plus e raised to how much? Minus j
A plus
minus
B.
j a plus c.
a plus b. Now I can combine several terms, like this can be clubbed with this particular, and these two can be clubbed together. Why? Because they hold the similar angle inside the j. A minus b here, a minus b here, similarly a plus b here, a plus b here. So combining them together and keeping the LCM same, I can write down -4, or I can keep the minus sign outside the bracket, and I can write down 4 in the denominator of both terms. So here in the first term, I can combine these two things together. So it is e raised to j a plus b minus e raised to minus j a plus b. Okay, and similarly I can put here e raised to j a minus b, right? Minus, okay, this one is minus, so instead of plus I can take minus common, right? So minus here, so plus here, e raised to minus j a minus b. Is it correct one? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is there any sign mistakes? Polarity ની કોઈ ભૂલ કરી છે મેં? જોઈ લો એકવાર. Is it correct? અહીંયા માઇનસ આખા અહીંયા બ્રેકેટ ગણવાનો છે બરાબર? This is inside the bracket. So minus plus is minus. This minus, okay? Similarly,
Sir,
this is
first
also.
step
હા.
વચ્ચે પ્લસ નહીં આવે લાસ્ટ
Yes,
ફોર્થ સ્ટેપમાં પ્લસ.
yes. Here we do have plus sign. You are correct. Now is it okay? Now is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now,
Yes, sir.
putting this minus sign inside, I can make this one positive and this one negative. Okay? So, what is this? E raised to j a minus b plus e raised to minus j a minus b divided by 4. Can I write it down as 1 by 2 e raised to j a minus b plus e raised to minus j a minus b divided by 2. Is it correct identity?
Yes, sir.
2 is 4. And what
Yes,
is
sir.
this particular? What is this particular? This is matching with?
Cos A
Cos
minus.
A minus B.
Yes,
Cos A
this
minus
is cos A minus B. This is matching with this identity. That's why I can write it down as 1 by 2 cos A minus B. So similarly, here I have cos A minus B by 2, and this one is minus cos A plus B by 2. So it is 1 by 2 cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. And you may have mugged up these things like cos A minus B minus cos A plus B equals to 2 sin A sin B. Isn't it? એવી રીતે યાદ કરેલું છે ને તમે લોકો બરાબર?
Yes, sir.
So if you
Yes,
can
sir.
master this technique, you can solve for other things also. You can solve for other things also. Please make note of this. Sin A into sin B is equal to, note it down. Sin A into sin B is cos A minus B, 1 by 2 cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. Because I will ask it to you. I am not going to think about it whether your answer will be correct one or wrong one. I will not be responsible for the same. So please take snap of these and also note it down in your notebook, because later on in this lecture only, later on I am going to use this identity for my derivation. So please make note of this. Sin A into sin B equals to 1 by 2 whole into cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. લખાઈ ગયું?
Yes, sir.
હેલો, હા, નોટબુક માં લખી પણ રાખજો,
Yes,
અલગ
sir.
પેજ ઉપર, અને સ્નેપ પણ લઈ રાખજો,
Yes, sir.
બંને કરી નાખજો, કારણ કે આવી કેટલીક આઈડેન્ટિટી
Yes.
આપણને જરૂરતમાં આવવાની છે. બરાબર છે? ઓકે. So similarly, let us derive for sin A into cos B. Sin A into cos B, okay? Sin A into cos B equals to e raised to ja minus e raised to minus ja divided by 2j into e raised to jb plus e raised to minus jb divided by 2 equals to 1 by 4j. Inside the bracket I have e raised to j a plus b plus e raised to j a minus b, these two together, right? Similarly, minus e minus j a minus b. Is it correct? Minus e minus j
Yes, sir.
a plus b. Okay. So I have now 1 over 4j e raised to j a plus b minus e raised to minus j a plus b together, and similarly e raised to j a minus b and e raised to minus j a minus b with minus sign in between, with plus sign along with this together, right? So now I can shift this 4j inside, and for the same what I will do, I will put 2 here and I will put 2j here. Is it valid?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this becomes equal to 1 over 2. Inside the bracket I have
Sin A
bolo,
plus B plus sin A minus B.
sin A plus B plus sin A minus B. Please take a step and make note of it. Thank you. જો અલગ પેજ ઉપર લખી
Yes, sir.
રાખજો, કારણ કે હું ટાઈમ નહીં આપું, હું સીધું પૂછીશ sin A into cos B શું થાય એવું હું સીધું પૂછીશ. Am I proving everything in my lecture or am I skipping anything? Am I leaving any doubt unsolved? Say yes or no.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
So I hope you will continue this belief, right? Then you know what's the reason behind. And of course this is not humiliation. So this is sin A plus B plus sin A minus B divided by 2 equals to sin A into cos B. You may have remembered this as sin A plus B plus sin A minus B equals to 2 sin A cos B. You know it. So now it's time for the derivation. It's time for the real derivation, means the derivation related to the claims we have done. So let me take a new page. Step લઈ લીધો ને ભાઈ બધાએ?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now I am going to assume a signal, say x of t equal to a DC component plus the fundamental plus the integer multiple of fundamental plus non-integer multiple of fundamental. As Fourier is a linear operation, if I find out the frequency component on individual components, the final frequency component on such a signal can be found out by the summation of frequency component of these plus summation of frequency component for these plus summation of frequency component for these and summation of frequency component for these. Do you agree with me? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me denote this as 1, signal 1, this as signal 2. There are several signals over here, integer multiple of fundamental. So I'll be using the summation term, right? So set of signal is signal 3 and set of signal is signal 4. So this is equal to signal 1 plus signal 2 plus signal 3 plus signal 4. Okay. This is my x of t. So model equation may be like a 2 volt DC offset plus there can be decaying DC component like 2 into e raised to minus 3 by t by tau, but that will be taken later on. Let's take the fundamental one. Let's assume the fundamental frequency to be F1. Okay, fundamental to be okay, let's take F0. F0 is the fundamental. F0. Let's take like this. F0. Name can be anything. So F0 is the fundamental frequency in hertz. So can I say that omega 0 is the fundamental frequency in radian?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And unit of omega 0 is obviously radian. You know it, right? 2 pi into f. So f is what? Cycles per second. So 2 pi times the cycles. So those many radians will be elapsed because of this omega 0. So the final unit of omega 0 is radian, and over here the unit is cycle per second or hertz. Hertz is similar to cycle per second. So assuming this, let me take the fundamental to be 10 sine 2 pi, or instead of 10 let me take a generalized one. So let's take the VM1 VM sine 2 pi f1 into t. Let's neglect the phase angle, right? I can assume it, but let's neglect the phase angle. Plus phi or minus phi. Plus the other integer multiple of fundamental. So let me take summation here from k equal to 2 to some value, 2 to some n values, sine, yes, here I need to take Vm. So Vmk, like Vm2, Vm3, etc. These are the individual peak of second harmonic, third harmonic, fourth harmonic up to capital Nth harmonic. Vmk sine 2 pi. Can you tell me what should I write here? This is F0.
KF0T.
This is fundamental F0. So here I should write down K times F0 as you said. You are correct. K times F0T. This is all about the set of the frequency component which has frequency integer multiple of fundamental. Like as 50 Hz is fundamental, 100 Hz is integer multiple of fundamental. 150 is integer multiple of fundamental. 200 is integer multiple of fundamental, etc. Let me take the another one, but for these I will take M instead of K, not M. Let's take Q. Q instead of K. Q equal to Q to say some capital Q. VMQ sine 2 pi. What should I write? What should I write?
QF0.
Yes, Q times F0 into T. Is there any doubt in this particular equation? આવી તો હું લખી શકું x of t ને? હા કે ના? મારા સિગ્નલ ની અંદર
Sir, last.
હા બોલો.
Sir, last PQ વાળું.
Yes, like here we have the index k multiplied with fundamental frequency. Similarly, I may have several frequency component like 10 sine 2 pi 151t. So 151 is not integer multiple of fundamental. 50 into x is equal to 151. So what is this x? X equal to 151 by 50. That's one of the q. There can be several other signals like 2 sine, 2 pi, 253.45 t. So how much is the q for this particular 253.45 divided by 50? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
બરાબર. હવે જેટલા પણ નોન ઇન્ટીજર મલ્ટિપલ હાર્મોનિક્સ આપણા સિગ્નલની અંદર છે એ બધાને આપણે આમાં કવર કરેલા છે. એટલે ક્યુ એવા ક્યુ એવી વેલ્યુઝ છે કે જેમાં કે જે નોન ઇન્ટીજર મલ્ટિપલ હાર્મોનિકને રિપ્રેઝેન્ટ કરે છે. જેમ કે સિગ્નલની અંદર કોઈ 1.2 ટાઈમ્સ ધી ફંડામેન્ટલ ફ્રીક્વન્સી આવેલો હોય તો ક્યુ ઇક્વલ ટુ 1.2 આવશે. બરાબર. પછી એવી રીતે સિગ્નલની અંદર કોઈ 1.5 ટાઈમ્સ ધી ફંડામેન્ટલ હોય તો ક્યુ ઇક્વલ ટુ 1.5 આવશે. બાકીના ક્યુ નહીં લેવાના. ખબર પડી શું કહું છું? હા કે ના? અને આપણે એક એકમાં ઇન્ક્રીમેન્ટ નથી કરતા, અને આપણે એક એકમાં ઇન્ક્રીમેન્ટ કરીએ છીએ, આમાં નથી કરતા. બરાબર. અને આને પણ એક એકમાં ઇન્ક્રીમેન્ટ કરીએ છીએ એનો મતલબ એવો નહીં કે બધા જ ઇન્ટીજર મલ્ટિપલ સિગ્નલ્સ પ્રેઝન્ટ હશે. જેમ કે ધ સેકન્ડ હાર્મોનિક મે બી પ્રેઝન્ટ બટ થર્ડ હાર્મોનિક મે બી એબસેન્ટ. So for third harmonic, Vm3 can be taken to be equal to 0. For fourth harmonic, if it is present, then I need to consider Vm4, not otherwise. Is it clear to everybody? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we need to find out x of k. What is x of k? It is process of Fourier transform applied on x of n. What is x of n? Sample version of x of t. It is sample version of the x of t. And similarly, if I want to find out x of omega, then this is also, or f of omega, this is also Fourier transform of x of t. Do you agree with me? Is it a valid representation? Say yes or no. Is it a valid representation? Both of them. બરાબર છે કે નહીં? ખાલી અહીંયા ફરક એટલો આવશે કે this is discrete Fourier transform, this is continuous Fourier transform, but ultimately it's the Fourier transform. This can also be written as t of x of t, where t represents the process of Fourier transform. This is the nomenclature we are using in this course. T represents the process. જેમ કે મારે z ટ્રાન્સફોર્મ કોઈનો શોધવાનો હોય x of n નો, તો હું લખીશ t of x of n, where t represents the z because we want z transform. Similarly, here t represents Fourier transform. So instead of t, I can write down ft. Is it clear? This is the way how we are representing the things mathematically. It's just a representation, nothing else. Right? Okay. So if this is clear, now let's start finding out the Fourier transform. Please make note of this equation in your notebook. And in general, these two can also be replaced by capital A, which represents the DC component, right? So let me start from finding out the Fourier transform of the fundamental one. Let's take the fundamental signal first. Let me take a new one. But before that, please take a snap of this particular and note down the equation in your notebook. Have you noted it down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Don't say. So x of omega equals to 1 over t integration 0 to t f of t e raised to minus j omega t dt. And what is the f of t? Right now, f of t is equal to Vm1 sine 2 pi f1t f0t, isn't it? બરાબર છે કે નહીં? આ છે ને આપણું સિગ્નલ.
Yes,
આપણે
sir.
ઇન્ડિવિડ્યુઅલી ફોરિયર ટ્રાન્સફોર્મ શોધવાના છે અને પછી બધાનો સમ કરીશું. So can I say that this is my signal? Yes, I can. So write it down over here. Vm1 sine 2 pi f0t. I can write down 50 also if necessary, right? Into e raised to, into how much? Into the basis signal. So into e raised to minus j omega t dt. Okay. So let's solve for this particular. So 1 by t into integration 0 to t. Vm1 can be kept outside the integration. So Vm1 here sine 2 pi f0t into cos of, because e raised to minus j omega t equal to cos omega t minus j sin omega t. So cos omega t minus j sin omega t integration is done with respect to time t variable dt. So further simplifying, we have Vm1 by t 0 to t sine 2 pi f0t into cos omega t dt minus j Vm1 by t integration 0 to t sine 2 pi f0t into sine omega t dt. Can I write it down? Say yes or no.
Yes,
Is
sir.
it correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we have identity sine A into cos B, sine A into sine B, right? And that's why we have done the derivation for sine A into cos B and sine A into sine B. So now it's time to replace the things. Let's replace and solve it. So sine A into cos B is how much? Bolo, શું આવશે? 1
Sine
by
A
1
plus
plus b
B,
plus
1
sin
by
omega t.
1
sine
by 2
By 2.
sine
sine પહેલા શું આવશે માઇનસ કે પ્લસ
plus.
Plus.
પહેલા પ્લસ આવે
Yes.
પછી માઇનસ આવે ઓકે જો આ તમારી જવાબદારી ડેરિવેશન મેં તમને કરાવ્યું છે આ
बीच में
તમારી
प्लस है.
હા
बीच में प्लस
बीच में प्लस है.
बीच में प्लस ये बराबर है प्लस
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
sir.
this is also correct and this is also correct and 1 by 2 is also correct. Okay, so let's replace over here. So it is Vm1 by, can I take 2 outside the integration? Yes, of course. So 2t over here, right? Integration 0 to t sine how much? 2 pi f0, that is omega 0 t, right? 2 pi f0 is omega 0, or else I can replace this omega as 2 pi f only. Omega is any frequency, 2 pi f only, right? So either I need to put omega 0 here, or I can replace this omega by 2 pi f. So let's first replace this one. So omega 0 t plus b. What is b? Omega t. So omega 0 t plus omega t. Similarly, plus sine omega 0 t minus omega t. Do you agree? Say yes or no. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's further write down for the second term sine A into sine B. How much it is? Sine A into sine B. First write down the identity. It is 1 by
1
2
by 2 cos a minus 1 by 2 cos a minus b minus cos a plus b.
cos A plus B. Okay. So replacing over here, we have 2 is already kept outside, right? So cos A minus B. How much is A? Omega 0. Omega 0 t minus omega t, right? Minus cos omega 0 t plus omega t. Okay. Let's further derive the things. So this is equal to Vm1 by 2t integration on this particular part and integration on this particular part separately. So Vm1, what is the integration of sine? Integration of sine is,
Minus cos.
yes,
Minus
cos.
Minus cos.
Be careful about the sign. It is minus cos, right? So I need to take minus sign here, or or for the time being I can take inside also minus cos omega 0 t plus omega t, right, with limit 0 to t. Similarly, the next term is Vm1 by 2t minus cos omega 0 t plus omega t with limit 0 to t minus j Vm1 divided by 2t. What is the integration of cos? It is plus
Sine.
sign.
Sine.
Plus
Sign only.
sign.
No negative sign, right? So sine omega 0 t minus omega t with limit 0 to t minus j Vm1 by 2t sine omega 0 t minus omega t. Is it correct? No. ओमेगा 0
सर
टी
इसमें
प्लस,
अभी ओमेगा 0 प्लस ओमेगा डिवाइड इसमें आएंगे ना, क्योंकि dt है सिर्फ.
हाँ, इंटीग्रेशन 0 to t. Okay. So as we are integrating with respect to t, here we need to divide it by the factor concern, right? So omega 0 here and omega t here. Okay. Let's keep it for a while because that's the division factor only. Just think about it. When will it become 0? When will it become 0? You need to replace t by this limit t and 0. So it's like omega 0 capital T plus omega t and omega 0 into 0 plus omega 0. Just think about it. This is equal to how much? This is equal to f of omega or x of omega. Just think about it. क्या आएगा बोलो?
मतलब सर आपने क्या पूछा, समझ नहीं आया.
ये क्वांटिटी कभी तो जीरो होगी और कभी नॉन जीरो होगी, वो कब होगी मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ. हाउ मच इज द कॉस्ट टी? पहले वो सोचो. अगर टी इज द फंडामेंटल टाइम तो कॉस्ट टी कितना आएगा? दिस इज हाफ साइकिल एंड देन again we have half cycle. So here we have t, this is 0, this is t by 2, right? Half cycle. This one is positive cycle This one is negative cycle of the cosine waveform. Just think about it. cos t क्या आएगा? 1 आएगा. cos 0 क्या आएगा? 1 आएगा. This is equal to cos omega 0 t. So omega 0 t is how much? This is equal to 1. But as this is minus cos omega t, right? You need to take -1. બરાબર. અહીંયા શું આવે છે? t equal to તમારે t મૂકવાનું છે પહેલી વારમાં t plus cos omega t. So this becomes omega 0 capital T plus omega t. Now if this omega is equal to omega 0, let's consider like that. બરાબર. Because here we can vary the limit of omega. We want to find out the frequency component present in the signal. So for that we need to vary the omega. ओमेगा पहले हम कुछ हर्ट्स रखेंगे जैसे कि 10 हर्ट्स, 2 पाई इंटू 10, देन 2 पाई इंटू 11, देन 2 पाई इंटू 12, 2 पाई इंटू या तो इंटीजर मल्टीपल. बराबर. जैसे कि यहाँ पे अगर मैं 50 हर्ट्स मानूं तो ओमेगा 0 इक्वल टू 50, तो यानी 50 हर्ट्स कंपोनेंट मुझे रखना है. तो यहाँ लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे क्या आएगा? हियर एट द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड आई शुड कंसीडर ओमेगा इक्वल टू 2 पाई इंटू 50 and omega 0 is also 2 pi into 50. So how much is the omega 0 t plus omega t? It becomes 2 times omega 0 t. Okay. So for the same, I can write down the solution of equation. Let's consider omega equal to omega 0, right? And then we will also be calculating for omega not equal to omega 0. We'll be covering those things also, right? So let's first check for omega equal to omega 0. So x of omega now becomes Vm1 by 2t cos of how much? बोलो क्या आएगा? 2 times omega 0 t.
Omega 0 t.
Right? Of course with the same limit of the integration, plus Vm1 by 2t minus cos how much? 2 omega 0 t, right? With the same limit 0 to t minus j Vm1 by 2t with the limit sine how much? Sine 0 t. Should I write it down? Say yes or no. Omega 0 and omega will cancel each other. Should I write it down? Say yes or no.
No, sine 0 is 0.
Yes, there is no need to write down this particular part. This imaginary term is going to be cancelled, right? This is equal to 0. And similarly, what about
Sir.
this? हाँ बोलो.
x of omega છે એમાં સેકન્ડ સ્ટેપમાં અંદર cos ની અંદર cos omega 0 t minus omega t નું આવે સર.
આની અંદર
હા, ઉપર આપણે sin omega 0 t minus omega t.
-1 हो जाएगा ना.
किसकी बात कर रहे हो? Is
Sir,
it correct?
second step
Omega
also.
0 t plus omega t, is it correct?
સર
અરે
જે
ભાઈ.
એક્સ ઓફ ઓમેગા નું ઉપરનું સ્ટેપ છે ને તમે લખ્યું
हाँ आ
એમાં જે બીજું સ્ટેપ એમાં
Yes.
ઓમેગા 0 t minus omega t હા એટલે અહીંયા માઇનસ આવે એમ કહો છો ને?
હા સર.
બરાબર બરાબર. So yes, you are correct. This is minus. Okay, this one is minus. So what about this? This term is also going to be no, this is not going to be 0. Cos
-1.
this is cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So I need to write down 1 here, right? Cos 0 minus 1 here. So let's write down -1 here. Yes, you are correct. I need to take -1 here. Cos 0 is -1. Okay, this is going to be 0, but is it going to be 0? No, we need to take 2 omega 0 t. નોટ રાઇટ નાઉ એટલીસ્ટ, રાઈટ? અત્યારે તો આપણે એને 0 નહીં જ લેવાય. સો વોટ શુડ આઈ રાઇટ નાઉ? માઇનસ 0 માઇનસ j Vm1 by 2t, okay, sin 2 omega 0 t with the same limit 0 to t. Now solve for it. Vm1 by 2t. Should I put it common? Yes, because here also we have Vm1 by 2t. This is also Vm1 by 2t. This is also Vm1 by 2t. Additionally, I have j here. So let's keep Vm1 by 2t common. So this is equal to minus cos t. How much is the minus cos t? If this t is equal to the time period of the fundamental one, how much is it? Cos t કેટલું થશે? Minus cos t is -1. આપણે જોયું હતું ને? હા, અહીંયા t equal to 0 પરથી શરૂ કરીએ વેવફોર્મ. cos નું શું આવે? અહીંયા t/2 પીરિયડ પૂરો થયો, બરાબર? અને અહીંયા t પાછો પૂરો થયો. તો cos t is 1. cos 360 degree. Cos t means what? Cos 360 degree. At time t, the cycle is completed. That's why it is 360 degree electrical. It is 2 pi. So how much is the cos 2 pi? Cos 2 pi is similar to cos 0. So this is 1. So minus. So this is equal to, yes. But we need to consider this 2 also. If this is 2, what it means? There will be 2 cycles. There will be 2 cycles. So it will be like 2 cycles will be completed. So here it will be like 1 cycle completed, right? And then 2 cycles completed. So 2 cycles will be completed. So again at time t, the value of cos 2 omega 0 t will be 1. Do you agree with me? અહીંયા t ની જગ્યાએ t મૂકું 2 omega 0 capital T. So will it be 1? Say yes or no. Are you able to understand? So it is like 2 times omega 0 t is how much? 2 pi. So it is like 4 pi. What about cos 4 pi? This is also equal to 1. Say yes or no. ખબર પડે છે? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can I write down 1 instead of cos 2 omega 0 t? Yes. So writing 1 here, it is how much? -1. Minus cos omega t is -1. Minus cos 0. What is minus cos 0? Cos 0 is 1. Right? It is minus of minus cos 0. બરાબર છે? પહેલી લિમિટ પછી માઇનસ મૂકવું પડે અને પછી આને સોલ્વ કરવું પડે. તો શું થાય? માઇનસ ઓફ માઇનસ કોસ 0. બરાબર છે? લખાય કે નહીં લખાય? હા કે ના? હેલો.
Yes, sir.
So it is how much? It is plus cos 0. That is plus 1. So this identity is solved and this is going to be 0. Right? Let's put it in the small bracket. Let's put it into the small bracket because this belongs to the first identity. First factor, okay? Plus. Let's solve for this one. Vm1 by 2t is already common. So minus t minus 0, right? Because, sorry, no, minus 1.
Sir, ये तो
So
ऐसे ही
minus
रहेगा
t.
ना?
हाँ, बोलो क्या बोल रहे हो?
इसमें तो टी है ही नहीं, ये तो ऐसा कैसे ही रहेगा ना?
ये -1 में बाहर निकाल सकता हूँ, बराबर? -1 and inside there is 1. So t minus 0. Instead of 1, I should write down t minus 0. So it is actually minus t only. Can I say yes or no? ખબર પડે છે? કશું ખોટું થાય છે? બોલો હા કે ના?
नो सर, नहीं पता चला ये तो.
हाँ, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा? -1 है तो क्या आएगा? यस, -1 है तो यहाँ पे टी रखने की बात ही नहीं आ रही ना, यहाँ पे -1
हाँ सर
है।
वही।
हाँ, अब मेरी मिस्टेक हुई, बराबर, -1 है। तो यहाँ पे अगर मानो कि टी होता, स्मॉल टी होता, लाइक दिस, देन वी कैन रिप्लेस इट लाइक t -0, बट देयर इज नो टी हियर, so we cannot do anything. We just need to skip this one. This is going to be 0. This is going to be 0. Let's solve for the next one. બરાબર છે, અહીંયા કશું આવશે જ નહીં, તો અહીંયા મારે 0 મૂકવું પડે. અહીંયા ઓલરેડી Vm1/2t બહાર કાઢ્યું છે અને અહીંયા કશું સાથે મલ્ટીપ્લાય થવાનું જ નથી, કશું નથી થવાનું એટલે 0 મલ્ટીપ્લાય થવાનું છે. So this is 0. Do you agree with me? Say yes or no. हेलो, खबर पड़े छे?
ये ऐसा का ऐसा नहीं रहेगा -Vm1/2t?
-Vm1/t नहीं आएगा क्योंकि यहाँ कुछ मल्टीप्लाई ही नहीं होगा. हियर वी डोंट हैव t वेरिएबल. इफ हियर आई हैव स्मॉल t, देन आई कैन रिप्लेस इट विथ t -0. डू वी हैव t हियर? नो. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ t I can say that there is 0t here. So 0t means it is 0. बराबर, t नहीं है यानी 0t है बोल सकता हूं. चलो मैं 0t लिख के दिखाता हूं. Here it is Vm1 by 2t. If -1 is taken outside, then I can write down 0 into t. Now replace for t and 0. 0 into capital T minus 0 into 0. So it becomes 0. Now say, do you agree with me? Say yes or no. t नहीं
Yes,
है
sir.
तो क्या बराबर है? चलो तो ये टर्म नहीं आएगी, ये टर्म नहीं आएगी. So this is 0. This is also 0. What about this? -j. बराबर, अगर ये पता नहीं चला है तो मैं लिख के दूंगा, बराबर, नोटबुक के अंदर. लेकिन आई थिंक दिस आइडेंटिटी कैन गिव यू सम आइडिया अबाउट दिस पर्टिकुलर. क्योंकि टी नहीं है तो मैं क्या लिख सकता हूँ? एडिशनली प्लस नहीं लिख सकता हूँ, राइट? सो दिस इज एक्चुअली व्हाट? दिस इज इक्वल टू 0t only, like we don't have small t variable here. So if 0t is replaced with this limit, then it is 0 into capital T minus 0 into 0. So this is going to be 0. That's why 0 here, right? It do not have any small t variable which is to be replaced for the limit mentioned over here, capital T and 0, right? Let's believe it right now. But I think there should not be any confusion if we consider like that. Now what about this particular j times Vm1 by 2t is already written. What about sine 2t? Sine 2t is 0. 2t is 0 and sine 0 is also 0. So this is going to be 0 also. So releasing these we have how much? Releasing this we have minus, yes, this is 0. X of omega is equal to 0. Okay, let's consider the further things later on, right? It is 110 and the derivation is lengthier one. Finally it will prove you that it is giving you the exact peak when omega equal to omega 1. It is giving you the exact peak of the fundamental when omega is equal to omega 1, and when omega is not equal to omega 1 but it is then we don't need to consider this identity. Which identity? Vm1 into sine 2 pi f0 or sine omega 0 t, because other harmonics are considered in the other factor of the equation k times f0 वाले में, बराबर. बाकी का सारा किस में गिना है? सम वाली टर्म में गिना है, तो यहाँ पे वो गिनने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो यहाँ हम आगे प्रूव करेंगे कि जब यानी फंडामेंटल फ्रीक्वेंसी हम रखते हैं तब यानी एग्जैक्ट पीक आती है. अभी डेरिवेशन अधूरा है. और जब ओमेगा इज नॉट इक्वल टू जीरो, इट इज डिड्यूसिंग टू, it is converging to zero. That's what I am going to prove. Okay, so with this, let me finish the derivation, and I will further talk about this factor in the next lecture. I may be doing some mistake, or I will be proving it with certain other notations, that what should you write when such a case arises in your derivation. -1 आएगा और 0 to t आएगा, तब क्या करना चाहिए? I will prove it with some other proofs. Okay, so here is the end of the lecture. Let me download the attendance.